Hey guys, it's Double Dragon XP here, back with some more WWE 2K22 MyRise, and looks like I'm gonna do this Dakota Kai storyline that I skipped in the earlier episodes.
I need to ask you about all the rumors going around.
What rumors?
What rumors?
You know, the ones saying you dated Candice LeRae before she married Johnny Gargano. Are they true?
I guess they are true then.
There might be some truth to it all.
Well, whether it's true or not, Johnny Gargano is coming after your NXT championship, and leaning into the rumors might be a good way to play some mind games with him. Just a suggestion.
Why not? I turned heel off screen, so... Okay, let's do it.
I think you're onto something here. Want to help me out with all this?
Yeah, some help is needed for that.
I'd love to. But if I'm going to do this, I need you to use your pull and get me a shot at the NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, you should have won the title by now in real life NXT, but that's neither here or there, but I'll help you out then.
No problem.
No problem at all.
This is going to be so much fun.
I have a major announcement to make this week. Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae should pay very close attention. The rumors are true.
We've been waiting all week to hear this major announcement from the NXT champion, so let's find out what he has to say.
Rumors.
There's been
innuendo.
a lot of rumors and innuendo going around social media the past few weeks.
Name drop the storyline
so I'm
title.
here tonight to set the record straight. My big announcement is that everything you read is true. I was, in fact, romantically involved with Candice LeRae before she married Johnny Gargano. That's right. She was mine before she was his. It all started in 2015 when Johnny Gargano had just signed with NXT. He put every ounce of his time and energy into making it here and becoming the Johnny Wrestling that you know today. But
So is this
to
kind of
achieve
like
all that, he
Ric
ended up
Flair with
spending
Miss
more time
Elizabeth?
with his tag partner Tommaso Ciampa than his romantic partner, Candice LeRae. Candice was lonely, and things got worse when her boyfriend didn't have the guts to ask NXT management to consider signing her too. She started to think that maybe he was intentionally holding her back, scared that if she got a chance in NXT, she would outshine him. Nonetheless,
that's
she
interesting
needed a
heel
shoulder
tactic.
to cry on, and that shoulder was mine. We dated for a bit, and it was okay, but then I got bored and broke things off. That's when
So that means our guy's a player.
They ended up getting engaged, and the rest is history. So that's right, Johnny. Everything you've seen and heard is true. Your wife is a fake. And if you or anyone else doesn't believe any of this, that's okay, because I have proof of every conversation, every late night text,
Oh, really
every
now?
DM.
It's Johnny Gargano. He heard enough.
And Gargano's taking it to the NXT champion.
Can you blame him after everything that the champion said?
Look, we don't know what's true or not, but one thing's apparent. Johnny Gargano is extremely
Innuendo.
upset.
We know these are lies, and so does Gargano. That's why he's so angry.
Oh, but are they lies though?
The NXT champion clearly wants no part of this. Happy to stir the pot and then run away. He's not
Yeah,
running
we
away.
do
He was
like to stir
attacked.
the
You
pot.
expect him to stand there and take that? I don't know what to expect, but hopefully
It's
we get
what
to the
we do.
bottom of all this sooner rather than
As
later.
despicable heels. Before Johnny Gargano attacked me, I was about to say I had to prove that everything I said is true. We'll reveal it soon. There is no proof. Shut your mouth and stop spreading lies about my wife. If you don't, I will hunt you down, and it will be worse than our first encounter. Met Achilles once at an indie show before he signed with WWE. That's it. He's making up lies and trying to get some kind of edge against my husband. Not going to work. Come on, Candice. Don't pretend like those 2 months weren't the best 2 months of your life. I warned you to stop and you didn't. Whatever happens now is on you. If it was all made up, then why would you be getting so upset? Dakota Kai, interesting.
And you are looking at
What,
one of
we're
the
fighting
most
Kushida?
unshakable superstars on the roster.
This is probably going to further our
Absolutely a
storyline.
picture of resilience. He's been through ups and downs, but has never given up the fight.
Bitter perseverance is what will make him such a threat in this matchup.
Also in the ring is Kushida. A man whose innovative offense truly makes him ahead of his time. Kushida is constantly inventing new
Kushida's
attacks and looking for new ways
Jiro
to tie his
awful.
opponents up in knots.
Yeah, a real genius for wrestling.
Like
It's
really
only
bad.
a matter of time before you see the latest and greatest from Kushida. When you combine his ingenuity with his indomitable fighting spirit, you really get something special.
And Kushida didn't have the right timing to avoid that attack.
Oh, I think we're gonna see it. Here it comes.
X-Plex.
X-Plex!
Oh, foot just stomping down.
They get real excited for the X-Plex. What's about to happen here?
And now the NXT champion looks to be in complete control of this match.
Despite all the outside
Is
noise,
Johnny
he's
gonna
locked
come
in
out?
tonight.
It's Johnny Gargano, and he's all over the champion.
Gargano's lost it.
Wouldn't you after everything the champion has said about Candice LeRae?
Speaking of Candice, it looks like she's here too.
And she didn't come empty-handed.
Well, you know, Dakota, you might want to help me
Candice
out.
LeRae is going to get some revenge on the champion for all the lies and disparaging remarks.
How do you know they're lies?
Wait, what is Dakota Kai doing here?
Apparently she sided with the champion in all this.
Dakota nails Candice with a
Well,
chair.
damn.
Low blow to Gargano.
I can't believe these two are working together.
What's her to not believe?
DDT under the chair.
We've seen
Got
Dakota
him.
Kai chime in on the champion's claims on social
I
media.
love when
but
a plan
now
comes
she just
together.
took her support to a whole new level.
I don't know about anyone else, but I'd really like some answers right now.
Whether there's any truth to all this or it's simply just mind games from the champion, it's certainly taking a toll on NXT's first couple.
Is it? You may be wondering why Dakota Kai got involved on my behalf. I'll let her explain, but she is the proof. That's right, sick of being quiet to protect a friend who hasn't been there for me in years. Everything Achilles has said is true. I know because Candice confided in me when it happened. The worst part is, after Achilles broke up with Candice, she told me the only reason she was going back to Johnny was to get a job in NXT. Terrible, a marriage built on lies. Okay, Dakota, nice proof. Don't know why you're doing this. Money, jealousy. I stopped talking to you because I couldn't trust you. Clearly, shut your mouth. Stop this, Achilles, or it's going to get bad. For who, you, your wife, both of you? This has gotten out of hand. There will be no more attacks. We will settle this in the ring in a no DQ match for the NXT champ. But first, the four of you will face off in a mixed tag match on NXT. Can't wait to see you again, Candice. Things are getting spicy. You were very good at this. That thing you made up about her going back to Johnny for a job next in NXT was a nice touch. Thanks. I really think we've gotten him completely off his game for the title match. I agree. How's that women's championship match looking for me? That was our deal, remember? Nothing official yet, but don't worry, it will happen. Let's focus on the mixed tag and defending my title for now. Kinda using Dakota Kai for our own means.
The time for talk is over as the NXT champion teams up with Dakota Kai to take on the first couple of NXT to settle an issue that started over allegations that have rocked. The time for talk is over
is some
as the
Jerry
NXT
Springer
champion
shit,
teams
guys.
up with Dakota Kai to take on the first couple of NXT to settle
Win by
an issue
default
that started
submission.
over allegations that have rocked the locker
Well, no
room.
shit, Sherlock.
It's rocked the entire WWE universe, Cole. It doesn't get any juicier than this, and you have to love it.
Oh, grow up, Corey. Does anybody actually believe the NXT champion's lies?
Here's a better question. Does it
I mean,
matter?
they are
The
lies.
NXT champion has Gargano in the palm of his hand either way.
He must have had that scouted.
Yep, we got those mind games on point.
Followed by the single leg drop kick. Going right after the neck.
Johnny's
Neckbreaker
clearly
connects.
upset.
And that failed to hit the mark.
Vicious right forearm. Quickly slips behind.
On a German suplex. He's feeling the effects of that last hit.
Another German suplex.
And Gargano
One
with
too
ring
many,
awareness. He tags out, which means it's now time for the women to compete. Wow, what a pump kick.
That was perfectly timed.
Kai out of there in a hurry. Pele kick. Huge boot.
Another one for your troubles.
Sweeps the legs. Crushing double stomp.
And now she's climbing to the top turnbuckle.
I think that was an evil Horizon.
Take off.
Diving foot stomp.
Brutal.
I can't believe they put Dakota and Dakota
Tossed into
and
the corner.
Raquel back
Monkey
together.
flip.
Candice falling victim to a surge of attacks here. Kai has
So
the
they won the
inside
tag
track now.
titles, lost them, broke up, became bitter enemies, and now they're together again.
Oh, and the double foot stomp. Plenty of hits
Some
coming her way
questionable
now.
booking right there.
Big time damage to the arm. What a pump kick.
I feel like Dakota Kai should have won the title like 2
Mention
years
the
ago.
arm Pele kick.
After she turned on Tegan.
Oh, man. Jumping face buster.
I wonder where Tegan Knox is going to end up in real life. Or is she working the indies now?
Oh, nice deep arm drag.
Relentless attack from Dakota
Haven't
here.
heard anything about
Candice
her.
needs to find a way to grab the reins.
Elbow smash.
Elbow smash.
Absolutely spiked.
DDT. Bulldog.
Things not going how she'd
Elevated
like.
Bulldog.
Yeah, they stuck it
That's
out through
nice.
this match, but it wouldn't hurt to go for the tag soon here. Uh-oh.
Another
Bulldog.
version of a Bulldog, I guess.
Ooh, she hit the corner hard.
Oh, that was inventive.
Yeah, we're close to a finisher. I think we are. Or a signature
Shot
at least.
block.
Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee.
Wow, look at this aggression in the corner.
Yeah, boot right in the jaw. She catches Kai with a big counter.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't tag.
Oh!
And she will. Lucky for me, she turned. So we can finish this.
Dakota Kai.
GTK. Kai has this in
GTK.
hand now.
Makes a cover.
For some reason, she lets it go.
She might
I
have
didn't
something
let it go,
else
though.
planned here.
That's some bullshit, guys.
Hooked up. Fisherman suplex. 2 count.
And she fights it off.
Yep,
She
we
just
had her
dug down
finished,
deep
guys.
there, but I don't know if she'll be able to do it again.
It was kind of getting late. I need to go to bed.
Counter by Candice.
And we'll still have another match
On the middle rope.
Wow, she
for
lands
this
hard.
storyline.
Nice snapmare. Ooh, a chop. Boom. Oh, straight forearm.
Okay, come on, now we can.
LeRae avoids the attack.
She avoided our signature.
Dragged around into a neck breaker. Face breaker.
Nice. What is that even called?
She tagged out, but if you ask me, I think her opponent wanted a break too.
Oh, that'll turn your skin red. He turns it around.
Kill Mr. Johnny Wrestling. We
Double
have
underhook
beaten him
applied.
before. And we're close to a signature now. And it's time to end this.
Hooked up. Oh my God, a small package
1,
driver.
2, 3.
Picking up the victory as his opponent does his best. Saxton stares up at the lights.
What did he just say? Does his best, Saxton.
And a
Staring up
big-time
at the lights.
victory for this tag team
Wow.
here tonight.
Winning a mixed tag match
What a
has
line.
nothing but good feelings.
There is definitely a feeling of excitement in the air.
I guess the truth coming out is really bothering Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae. They were clearly distracted in the mixed tag. Especially Candice, she was staring at me the entire time. She misses you. The last conversation we had was around the time you signed with NXT. She thought she could handle you being in the same locker room. Obviously can't. I'm not going to respond to any more lies from either of you. I'll do my talking in the ring when I take your NXT championship. Whatever that emoji's called. What's the 100 for? The number of times you hooked up with Achilles. Dakota's got some lines.
Things have really escalated between the NXT champion and Johnny Gargano. And it all
we're
comes
at
to a head
TakeOver in your
tonight
house.
in this no DQ championship match and NXT TakeOver.
And we
I
have to
still don't
damage
believe the
Johnny
garbage the
with some
champion's been spewing, but this is why I
strikes.
stay far, far away from
Or
red
attacks,
triangles,
sorry.
Michael. They're just too messy.
You're in luck, Saxton, because Dakota Kai makes this a love
Looks
square.
like there's gonna be a
Although I'm
cutscene.
still trying to figure out what her angle is in all this. Hooked him up. High angle belly to back suplex.
The challenger's looking shaken.
He had to
Said
be prepared
Dakota's
to take
here
some
with
damage
us.
tonight.
Great reversal.
Watch her turn on us or something.
Load over. Nice. DDT. Oh, debilitating elbow drop. Was ready for that.
Into the turnbuckle.
Rebound German.
Back with the rebound.
A relentless attack here on Johnny.
Gargano has to
Irish
retreat
whip,
and
Johnny.
rethink his strategy.
Into the corner.
Trap the arm. Neck breaker.
So smooth.
Let's try that again.
And the NXT champion takes
There's gonna
control.
be some kind of
Irish
cutscene
whipping
here.
Gargano into his corner.
Hold on. It looks like Dakota Kai is trying to remove the opposite turnbuckle pad.
Maybe she's fixing it.
Luckily, the referee
What's
saw
about
it
to
and will put
happen
an
here?
end to this cheating immediately.
Speaking
Candice
of
is
cheating,
here.
Candice LeRae now getting involved.
Candice LeRae with the
Hey ref, you
jawbreaker.
seeing this shit?
And Gargano nails the super kick.
We have a new NXT
Well, I guess we
champion.
got what we
Johnny
deserved.
Gargano has done it again.
What a moment after all he's been through.
But it didn't
Well,
happen
the
without
face has
some
to win
level
this,
of
I guess. It
controversy.
makes sense.
Gargano's wife, Candice LeRae, now handing him the NXT championship, and that's exactly what she did when she got involved in the match.
Dakota Kai
gonna
would have
hit
done the
me with the
exact
belt?
same thing or worse. It doesn't take anything away from Gargano's win.
The former champion from behind.
And Candice gets sent flying off the apron.
She hit pretty hard.
Well then.
And suddenly for Johnny Gargano, jubilation turns to concern for his wife.
We all just hope she's okay.
Maybe we do, but the now former champion looks content to have gotten some form of payback on the first couple of NXT, intentional or not.
Yep.
I have a feeling this is far from over between these three.
Doesn't look like it's over then. Justice, truth, and right over wrong prevailed at NXT TakeOver. And new NXT champion. 3 heart emojis. Truth, before Johnny Gargano forced his wife to attack me in the match, she was telling me how she made a huge mistake and wanted to fix everything between us. And help me beat him. It's over, you can stop now. If anyone was stupid enough to believe this crap, I finally have proof that this was all made up. Right, Dakota? Time to come clean. Achilles promised me an NXT Women's title shot if I helped make up all these lies to gain an edge against Gargano. He never delivered on his end, so I'm done. Have DMs to prove it. Well, so your proof, Johnny Gargano, a known liar? Same as your proof, right? And if she's just a liar, then why should we believe anything? So now we know where the winner's purse money from our match went. Follow the money, hashtag bribe. Just give it up, it's pathetic. And by the way, unlike you, I don't need to make up a bunch of lies to try to hold on to my title. I'd be happy to beat you again anytime. Okay, let's do this. The truth is, I'm better than you. And just like I borrowed your wife, you're just borrowing my title. Well, damn. He had better material when I was writing it. One battle was enough to settle this war. The rematch for the NXT Championship will be a last man standing match on NXT.
The NXT championship
Alright,
may
well,
have switched
I'm
hands,
getting
but
my
the
NXT
drama
Championship
remains
rematch
the same as
in the
Johnny
last man standing
Gargano
match.
and his opponent. But to settle this saga once and for all tonight.
Gargano's opponent can never get his
Okay, we're gonna
dignity
do a
back
lot of
after he was
damage.
exposed as a liar and fraud, but he does have a chance to salvage his former title against the new champion.
The low road, the high road. Does it really matter what road you take as long as it ends up in a championship?
German
No, it doesn't
suplex.
matter, Corey. You're right.
From
As long as you win the damn
Belly to
title.
back waistlock suplex.
I wonder if you guys watched the WWE
And
Evo
now
series.
there's an opening.
I'm gonna check
series
it
of
out maybe
reversals.
on the weekend.
Into the corner.
Pretty
This can't
hyped
be
for
good.
it. I mean, documentary
Real
episodes
European
about
uppercut.
heels, why not?
Gargano is finding himself at a disadvantage.
Johnny needs to decipher a solution to this situation fast.
Climbing to the top rope.
No, Johnny needs to just stay down
High risk.
and give me back my title that he
Elbow
cheated to win.
drop.
There's no honor among thieves.
Uh-oh.
Hezu lariat.
And Johnny Gargano is about to witness that firsthand.
Got it cinched in. This could be it.
Oh my God, a small package driver.
Let's see if that keeps him down. If not, we're gonna bore him into next decade when he gets up. I mean, I doubt it's gonna be enough. He's gonna get up. Or is it that easy to win the title
At
back?
7, we may be getting to the end.
Able to answer the count.
Nope, I thought so.
It's not over yet. Goal!
Now it's gonna be
Champ's
over.
eyes look glazed over.
In case it isn't, I'm gonna
He
get
leaves
a
the
weapon.
ring and there's no countouts in this one.
Candlestick.
Settling on the kendo
Hit
stick.
Gargano right
No
in the middle
good
of the
can come from
forehead.
this.
If he decides to get up, which would be very stupid of him right now.
Referee's count
Because
has
it's
reached
over,
7
buddy.
here.
Getting dangerously close to the inevitable.
Nope.
There's some power behind that punch.
And
Looks like we're
Gargano
gonna
is
need a
falling
second
behind.
finisher.
Johnny's got to start reversing his fortunes.
He's piling up the damage now.
This is sadistic.
Throwing salt in the wound now.
Okay, we're gonna go for a top rope.
Getting him into the corner.
Maneuver.
Things went from bad to worse. Johnny finding an opening.
And another counter.
Okay, well, let's do this
Trap the
first.
arm. Into the neck breaker. And stopping the count for some reason. What's that all about?
He's not ready for it to be over yet, Cole. We got a long way to go.
Yes, we do. Or just one more finisher.
Back with a rebound.
He now just looks helpless to every attack.
He's on his heels, that's for sure.
Get the steel steps. Maybe use him in the ring.
Heading back to the ring.
It's very slow
Up
though,
to 7 now.
when you try
This
to
could
use the
be
steel
it.
steps.
He stands up and stops the ref's count.
You can't keep him down.
Oh, I love the selling on
Down
it.
to the kidneys. Just one right after the other.
I love how
Can't
when you
be
put it down, you just throw it at the person. It's the little things I appreciate.
Put into the corner now. Setting him up for something here.
And whatever it is, what are we going to see here?
No, I don't think this is the greatest WWE game ever.
Oh, no way.
Not by any means.
A Falcon Arrow from up top. Gargano is finding himself in a
2K14 was pretty good.
disadvantage.
2K13
Johnny needs
was
to
good.
decipher a solution to this situation.
2K14 is the game I enjoyed the most in the last
Gargano showing his alertness there.
however many years it's been.
Oh, look at this. Looking for the suplex off the top rope.
And then obviously there's the SVR series, which was really good. Especially 06,
Trap
07.
the arm. Neck breaker.
So smooth.
I wish I had one of those old school
From
TVs because
behind.
German
those
suplex.
games look terrible on my flat screen TVs.
He deflects it right back. Oh, and that startles Johnny.
Okay, Johnny, stay down now.
Got it
You've had
cinched
your
in. This
underdog
could be
story.
it.
Boom! Package driver.
We're just gonna finish you off.
Uh-oh.
This should be enough now.
Blue Thunderbomb.
This has got to be it. Gonna see a new champ.
Has to be it. The fans want it one more time. So much for Gargano being a face.
And there's 7.
Is he about to get up again? I hope
It's
not.
getting close.
Nope, it's over.
And we have
And we won the title back.
champion. Unbelievable.
Here is your winner, and the
We've won so many belts.
NXT champion.
But yep, we're once again the NXT champion.
Truly a
For a
huge
third
win for
time.
this superstar, or should I say, for the new
Which is
champion.
unprecedented.
Tonight
I
is
think that's the
definitely
most
a night to celebrate, but let's not
all
lose sight of
time.
the fact they have a long road ahead of them now. At least, if they're lucky.
Oh, come on, Corey. Don't be such a party pooper. We've got a new champion.
Well, the Rumor and Innuendo storyline was a lot of fun, but it's over now, so that means the episode is over too. And I'd like to thank everyone for watching. I'll see you guys next time.